Again, it's Priscilla Batzel in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. It's getting kind of late in the day and I have some leftover paint. Go figure. I keep adding paint to them every time, so I get what I get. I also have this little iPod case, which is about the perfect depth to be able to scoop stuff out of. And I have this little container I haven't been able to use. I cut the end off it and it's got a flap on. I'm not sure I'll use that or not. But I'm hoping that it will hold enough paint so that I can drag it all the way across my 18 by 24 inch black canvas. And I'm going to start by putting my glasses on my face. And I think I'm going to add some white paint because I'm not all that interested in wasting the pearl. And I'm going to add some black paint also. And then I'm going to add some of my metallic but slightly muddy paint and probably dump the rest of that into the bucket, although I have my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula, so I think maybe I'll just use it and throw caution to the winds. But that is going in the bucket now because that's plenty scummy. When I use white, I can put neon next to it, and that will often help me keep the neon, so that's why I do that. I have some paint from probably a year ago, and I just shook it up, and I like the color, and I think it'll be a good background color, so I'm going to try and use it up. This is my favorite neon folk art, now available. I found it at Walmart in not a multi-surface acrylic paint. It was still acrylic, but it wasn't multi-surface. So I'm just going to keep, I know there's some awesome colors in there, and probably more colors than I'm going to know what to do with, but I'm still going to try. That seems to have wanted to seal up on me. My paints in my squeeze bottles are pre-mixed with Floetrol and or Deco Art pouring medium, and always Gac 800 by Golden, which promises to keep thick paint from cracking and has worked like a charm for me for more than a year. Since if you're just arriving, then you don't know that there's 350 other videos, so if you like this one, however it turns out, go watch another. And if you're somebody who's been here and you're back again, thank you for being one of more than 37,000 subscribers. I really appreciate that. Ooh, that's a lot darker than I thought. It's also leaking right out the... Wow, that's weird. That's not something I expected. Must be time to clean the threads off. Okay, well, I guess this is going to have a fair amount of purple. I'm thinking it might look a little landscapey. I'm not sure about that yet. But I just want to try this method. I have no place to put this down that's level. I need a level table. Someday my concrete pouring truck will come and I will get a level pad for my outdoor studio space, which is basically the only studio space that is working unless I get a roof on the other one. Which reminds me, I have PayPal and Patreon if you want to be of assistance to me. Please, by all means, every time you contribute, you will be entered in a contest to win a choice of 1 of 3 paintings in the next contest, which will be announced on further along videos because I'm still dealing with the last one as this one goes. Come out! Come out now! Okay, good. I don't know why I want to use a neon, a color shift folk art green, and then it makes me want to put red in there. It's just doesn't make sense to me. I was supposed to be doing Christmas themed stuff, I guess, but I just never got there. And I don't have any yellow in there, and I want some. Even though it seals up on me. Everything's sealing up on me today. Ooh, cool. Okay, well, here goes nothing. I kind of think I should add a layer of white as I go along, but I can't go all the way the full length and tip everything. So if I add the white wherever I'm going to do it, I'm going to have to add enough so that it will tip. So I'm just going to try this. What have I got to lose, really? I don't know that I want all of these to be the same, but I do expect to be able to tip this. There we we go, I'm dripping right on the canvas already. That just makes me want more orange. And in there. I'm going to use my butter dish to shield what I've got going on. Who knows what's going to happen next? I might see this and decide I need to tip a whole different way. Maybe waving him will help too. I think I want my spatula. Whoops. That I was just using. I can't look at two things at once. Okay, well, I think my other spatula is in the bucket, but I don't really mind right now. But the thin little rectangular spatula would be the perfect one, and they are on my Amazon link, where you can find other cool things too that I like, especially the OXO omelet turning spatula. Alright, all of that is neat. And there's the spatula I was looking for, darn. Right under the canvas. But never mind. So only one of these is leaking over. And I like what's going on with all of them. I'm going to rinse that off right now, because I think I might want to use it again, but I'm not sure. I hate taking time to do anything while I'm doing this for you guys, but you can watch them all change. Really? Everything's going on the floor today! I'm whining. Okay, so, since I started with a spatula, let's continue and see what happens when we leave things up to the edge. Really? Fine. Be that way. I've got to slow down. I can't be in a hurry. Even if I know there's only 15 minutes left, 10 minutes left before we do stuff, because I can always come back again for a part 2. Alright, so I guess first I'm going that way. And I really want an edge catcher. And I'm going to go ahead and give myself permission for that. And I'm going to tip all of that down and throw it all back. And then, because the edge catcher's kind of floppy, I better be careful not to let it flop into my paint. And I have seemingly less over here, so I'm going to go ahead and give that the advantage to run down that way. And since I'm there, and I love this pink, I'm going to throw some of that in there also. I'm glad I did the zigzag to see what it would look like. I'll probably be using a spatula to alter some of these. But I don't know yet, because we're not there yet. And I want a different color in the front of this. And I just want to keep tipping. And I'd like them to run evenly. That's water, fortunately. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm having a good time doing it. I didn't use any black, and I kind of wish I had. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't belong here. Go away, thing. Alright, that just makes me want to finish off by swiping, which I could do with all kinds of things, I'm sure. I don't know, that was a bubble. And I can dip my spatula right into the dish of paint and deposit it, which is working out pretty well right now. And I think I'm just going to keep doing that. believing that it will integrate itself. As long as I like the color. Leaving little stripes there, and that's cool. I do like that, so I'm just going to keep doing that. It'll probably all tip down. And I could actually take my basting brush, and see what will happen if I drag that paint that way. That's a bigger basting brush. I haven't used before. I know it might have been pretty for lots of you, but I need to do my experiments. I just need to. I don't know about leaving the paint that's in there. Might be a mistake. I want some more white down there, where I just schmutzed it up almightily. That's okay. It's the nature of the beast. Probably put a little blue in there and be pretty happy. I think I'm going to clean that off. Wipe it off. Find my blue. Try and make sure my basting tool is not too overly wet. You know I can always edge these in black if I want to. That one's getting an edge in purple. If I can keep it. Alright, I'm going to put that aside for the second. And decide that I want some, now that I'm not even down there anymore, some Deco Art pouring medium. Right there. And I can see that end now. So I'm going to pull it down all the way. Yeah, I like that. And I want some white here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'll use the white to help whatever's coming. Wasn't meant to go quite as far as it went. But we got to be open to whatever's coming our way, honestly. My muse does not speak English, so I need to read her mind. There's my white. Don't forget to try and put the white with your neon, so you might have a chance to keep something. I don't know how long this is going to take because it says I've got 3 minutes and 36 seconds left, and I have no intention of stopping anytime soon. I'm just going to give myself permission to do whatever seems to be inspiring to me at the moment, including, oh gosh, I hate to do that. I really do. So let's just... Yes, we can. There's all kinds of colors in there. And swiping will release quite a few of them, I think. I can do stuff left-handed. I'm not. Not left-handed, that is. I want some dark purple. See what that will do. Change that pink up a little bit. I should take the torch to this. Can I talk? I'm not sure I can talk. Just run my spatula right down through. Agitated paint will change up the patterns. Dip my spatula if I want to. Change that up and add some stuff there. That was not a plan right there, but that's okay. It's good to know. I just want to chip that off the edge. I think instead of that, I'll let the Prussian blue do the talking. Yes, I'm using my fingers again. And I don't mind it, I bet. Now it's time to turn it around the other way. Maybe. It's a funny way to start, but it's the way I started, so that's okay with me. Sometimes you just gotta think outside the box. Or in this case, act outside the box. Kind of like a little more gold. Not sure where I put my tips. There we go. That is not selling. So I think it's time to pull that down. Still not selling. Wow, how come that's not selling? I don't know. I think in that case, we can sell it up. And add some interest while we're at it. I think I'd like to try a few of those over somewhere else. So I haven't told you anything I usually tell you. And I'm going to set this timer again right now. And then I'm going to start the video again in a moment. But I'm so not interested in stopping right this second. It's a new waggle. And I just keep dipping my spatula into paint next to me and putting it down on the canvas. And I really just want to try some what I was doing a minute ago. I better not forget to turn the camera on again or I'll be unhappy. I'm going to want to just keep making blocks with my colors. I think I'm going to do a bunch of that. This could take forever. So I'm going to say, check out my other videos if you need to know any information about where to find my wet and dry artworks or a contest by donating through PayPal or Patreon. Look at my Teespring below the videos. I've got clothing and cool stuff there to look at, and I'm just going to keep playing with this for a while. The recipe's in the description, and what else? Pinterest and Instagram. At the bottom of the description, just look down there for everything. I'll see you in a minute. Bye for now.